Well, my dear students, welcome to the video class. In this class, I'll be dealing with the extended part of genetics. Mendelian genetics we have completed, and I have told you already. After the death of Mendel, scientists took very much interest in genetics, and they started taking experiments in different organisms, different animals, and different plants. So in this one, what was the ratio? All these things you have to think. On the basis of the experiments conducted in the early 19th century, so many results obtained, but all these results were not uh, uh, proving the ratios given by Gregor John Mendel, because Mendel's results was true to only garden peas, but apart from any other this one plant or animal, so Mendel's work will not hold good. Mendel's results will not hold good. But here, in case of Mendelism, we have to observe when a dihybrid cross was conducted, the dihybrid cross was conducted between two plants where one plant was having a dominant character and another plant was having a recessive character. But in the F1 generation, dominant character appeared in the dihybrid cross and monohybrid cross, but I am telling about dihybrid cross now. In the dihybrid cross, the F1 hybrid was resembling exactly the dominant parent, but when the F1 hybrid was selfed, so the ratio available was 9:3:3:1. This was the Mendel's dihybrid cross. But when the different organisms and different plants were taken, animals and plants were taken, so this particular thing will not hold good. Here what happens, when the two genes are coming together, so the two dominant genes, when they are present, they interact together and they produce a different this one, neither this character nor this character, a third character appears, and this particular thing is called as the interaction of genes. Interaction means, so they interact and they work together and produce a new appearance, new phenotype. So this type of work was very much observed in different plants and animals. So now let us observe one comb character in poultry. Comb character in poultry. Poultry stands for the common hen and chick. So when the work was conducted, chiefly there were three types of combs available in poultry. Combs means on the head of the poultry, a sort of red colored decorative structure was present, and that is called as comb color. And in case of poultry, there were three types of varieties. One is called as Viandotte, and second one is Brahms, and the last one is Leghorns. Three types of varieties of poultry were available. Viandotte was having a pea color comb, Viandotte was having a pea color comb, and Brahms were having okay. So Viandotte was having rose color comb, and this is having pea color comb, and this is having single comb. So depending upon the design of the what you call the upper structure of the head, on the head, so rose color comb, pea color comb, single comb, three types of combs were available. Particularly Viandotte was having rose color, rose shaped comb, Brahms was having pea shaped comb, and Leghorns were having single comb. This was the thing what was observed in poultry. Taking this example, the scientist took this as an example and they start crossing this one. What they took was rose comb poultry or rose comb fowl was crossed with pea comb. Pea comb. Rose color was crossed with pea comb. So this is parental generation 1. So here capital R, small p, small p. This is the genotype of the organism. And here this is small r, capital P, because P comb is present here. So here, wherever the capital R is present, that produces rose comb in the organism. Wherever capital P is present, that produces the P comb. But when these were taken, so the gametes produced are capital R and small p here, and small r and capital P here. So in the F1 generation, what was available? Capital R, capital P, small p, which was called as hybrid. Hybrid. So this particular comb, so I told you capital P if it is present, it produces P comb. Capital R if it is present, that produces the rose comb. But surprisingly, in the F1 generation, in this hybrid, both capital R and capital P are present. So now the question is whether the fowl is going to be, or the poultry or the organism is going to develop rose comb or P comb. So for your information, it will not produce rose comb or P comb. That produces another new type of comb, what is known as walnut comb. F1 hybrid was having altogether different type of comb, what is known as walnut comb. This particular thing was not available in Mendel dihybrid cross. Please remember. So walnut comb was available. Now F2 generation was taken, and here P2 generation walnut was taken, walnut comb or animal was taken and self to another walnut. So capital R, small r, capital P, small p, capital P, small p. So the gametes produced here are capital R, capital P, capital R, small p, and small r, capital P, small r, small p. So this was the gamete produced by this organism, and capital R, small r, same type of 4 gametes, capital R, small p, and capital small r, capital P, and small r, small p. So like this 4 gametes are produced. So in order to get the the F2 generation, we have to use the checkerboard. So I will just draw the checkerboard here because the board is very small. So we have to accommodate here. I will just write here. Small checkerboard I will write here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So like this I will write here. Checkerboard I am writing here. So here also we have to write 4. So and male gamete. This is the rule of writing the checkerboard. So here we have to write the gametes here. Capital R, capital P, capital R, small p, small r, capital P, small r, small p. Here also capital R, capital P, capital R, small p, small r, capital P, and small r, small p. So we have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So like this we are getting 16 organisms here. So now what you have to do is we have to multiply this with this and write the product in the inside the chamber. So here first one is capital R, capital P, capital P. Second one, capital R, capital P, small p. Here, capital R, small r, capital P, capital P. Capital R, capital P, small p. Here, capital R, capital P, small p. Capital R, small p, small p. Capital R, capital P, small p. And here, capital R, small p, small p. Then capital R, capital P, capital P. Capital R, capital P, small p. Small r, capital P, capital P. Then small r, capital P, small p. Here, capital R, capital P, small p. Capital R, small p, small p. Small r, capital P, small p. Small r, small p, small p. Like this, 16 combinations are available now. So now, all these genotypes are available, and these genotypes have to be converted into what is known as the phenotypes. First one I am writing now. What is the first one? First one is walnut. Walnut is available now. Now we have to find out how many walnuts are there and write the numbers here. First one. So for walnut, what you have to do? For walnut, we have to see both the capital R and capital P should be there in the organism. If both, at least one capital P and one capital R if it is available, so if they are present, they produce the walnut. So here, in this one, capital R, capital P both are there. So 1, okay. And second also, the capital R, capital P are there. Third also, capital R, capital P are there. Fourth also, capital R, capital P. Fifth also, capital R, capital B. But sixth, only capital R is there, capital P is not there. So we have to think this is not the walnut. So seventh is capital R, capital P, and eighth one is not walnut. But here ninth is walnut. And here, yes, 10th is walnut. 11th is not walnut. So here 13th is walnut. So totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Totally 9 walnuts are available. 9 walnuts are available. And now what number is missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is missing. 6 is what? 6 cannot be walnut because walnut should have capital R and capital P both. Here only capital R is present, capital P is absent. It must be rose comb. So rose comb. Rose comb is what? Sixth one is rose comb. Then this is rose comb. Eighth one is rose comb. And here 14th is rose comb. Because capital R is there, capital P is not there. So 3 types of organisms are available now. Then what we have to take now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 we have to take now. Small r, capital P. So when capital R is not there, it is not the rose comb. Only capital P is there. It must be P comb. P comb organism. So 11. Then 12 is also P comb. And this one, 15th is also P comb. So totally 3 are there. Last one, rose comb, it needs capital R. P comb, it needs capital P. But the last organism, 16th one, is not having either capital R or capital P. So it cannot be walnut, it cannot be rose comb, it cannot be P comb. So it is another type of comb available here, what is known as single comb. Single comb, so that is 60, total 1 is available. So it is what? 9:3:3:1. The interaction of genes is 9:3:3:1. So this is called as interaction of gene. Now you can ask me, sir, in Mendel's dihybrid cross also we have observed 9:3:3:1. But what is the difference between that cross and this cross? Mendel, he got 9 crosses which are resembling the dominant parent, but this is a new variety. But the 6th one, the 16th one was like the recessive parent, but single comb is not there in the parental generation. So this type of cross was available, and this is because of what? This is because when the two dominant genes come together, they interact with each other and they form a new phenotype. So this type of interaction, when both the genes come together, they work together and they produce a new phenotypic this thing, and that is called as the phenotypic change. And this is possible only with the interaction of genes. This is what you call standard example, classical example for interaction of genes, that is comb character in fowls or in poultry. So I think everything is very clear here. Comb character, rose comb fowl was taken, it was crossed with pea comb. So capital R, small p, small r, capital P. The gametes are capital R, small p here, small r, capital P here. The F1 hybrid was capital R, capital P, small p, and it is called as a hybrid. So this hybrid was taken, and this hybrid, it was not like a rose comb, it was not like pea comb, it was a third new variety available, and that was called as walnut comb. And walnut comb fowl was taken, it was selfed, so it produced 4 types of gametes here, and all the 4 types of gametes were taken and the checkerboard was put. So it was found that 9 walnuts, 3 rose comb, 3 pea comb, and 1 single comb fowl was available, ultimately giving the ratio of 9:3:3:1. So this is an example, clear example of what is known as interaction of genes. A classical example from comb character in poultry. So this is one type of interaction. Please remember, this is 9:3:3:1. Now let us go to another interaction. So many interactions can be given here, examples can be given. So another interaction example I will give you now, a classical example. So that is called as complementary factor inheritance. Complementary factor inheritance. Complementary factor inheritance. Okay, complementary factor inheritance we are studying now. So what is complementation? Complementation means when one gene is coming together, one dominant gene is coming in contact with another one, one single gene cannot do anything. When another dominant gene come together, they complement with each other and they produce a new variety. This example can be given. So it is best example, a classical example is taken from maize or sometimes even garden peas. Okay, sweet peas or this maize we are taking an example. In maize, the flower color is white. Flower color is white. Always it is white color. And the white color flower was taken. So for example, the example taken was maize flowers. What happens here? Maize flower, that is white, crossed with maize white flowers. Okay. So here, what is this one is capital C, small p, small p. Here, small c, capital P. I will just explain here. What is the purpose of writing capital C, small p in one case, small c, capital P in another case? I told you already, when only one dominant gene is present, one means one type of dominant gene, only capital C are there. the capital C is always producing white color flowers. Here also capital P are there, and this capital P always produce white color flowers. White color flowers, okay. And these white color flowers are producing the gametes here. Capital C, small p here, small c, capital P here. Two types of gametes are available, and now it is capital C, small c, capital P, small p. So this is called as F1 hybrid. Hybrid it is available. So now what is the color of this hybrid now? So when capital C is alone present in the plant, it is producing white color flowers. When capital C is alone present, it is producing white color flowers. Now in the F1 hybrid, for the first time, what happened? So the capital C and capital P both have come. When both have come here, so it is not white, it is called as purple color. Purple color. So because of the complementation between capital P and capital C, F1 hybrid became colored. This is called as complementation, complementary factor inheritance. So both capital C and capital P, they are complementing each other and they produce the purple color. If alone is present, if they are present alone, so they are producing white color flowers. And they were interested to know what happens afterwards in the maize. So they took P2 generation now. In the P2 generation, they took a purple flower crossed with again purple flowers. Purple flowers. So here what is the genotype? Capital C, small c, capital P, small p, capital C, small c, capital P, small p. The gametes produced are capital C, capital P, capital C, small p, small c, capital P, small c, small p. And here also four gametes, capital C, capital P, then capital C, small p, small c, capital P, small c, small p. Four types of gametes are available. The gametes are always to be put in a circle. That is rule. So now, in order to know how many are produced here, we have to draw the checkerboard as usual. So I am writing the checkerboard here. Checkerboard I am writing here. So again, the male gametes, female gametes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So these things have to be written now. So capital C, capital P gamete, capital C, small p gamete, and small c, capital P, and small c, small p. So here capital C, capital P, capital C, small p, small c, capital P, small c, small p. So now